Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to you before with special guests. These are two of the least special people that I could bring you. I'm your host, Damani Carter. Over there in the OVO shirt is my esteemed co-host and resident Drake fan, Mr. Byron Keaton.
Man, respect it.
This is the Trying to Be Grown podcast, and today we have Colton Jackson, Coach Jackson of the Conway High Wampus Cats, and Chase Hayden, just Chase Hayden of the University of Illinois. That's what you told me to do. All right,
that's good, man. That's good.
But like I said, some not so special people, but at the same time, some okay individuals.
People you duked it out with before, huh?
You sound like we be fighting. Like we've just.
I'm talking about arguments. I'm talking about the fight.
Have you duked it out with these people?
I don't argue with nobody.
Okay, so if I had video evidence of you arguing with both of them, what would you say?
Couldn't be me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm not gonna ask you how you doing. Y'all two, how are y'all today?
I'm pretty good, man. Happy to be here. Same, man. Glad to be here. You know, been wanting to get on the podcast for a little bit.
Yeah, you have. You have been wanting to get on the podcast for a little bit. I think you are one of our most requested podcast guests. I have to give you that credit first, but you are also one of the people that is requested to get on the podcast the most. So it kind of balances out.
So we got in store for today. I haven't requested that much.
Okay, and I mean that's fine. We're gonna.
You gonna let it loose today though?
I'm gonna let it loose, bro. I'm an open book.
Oh, open book.
Open book. Let's see how that goes.
Open book. So we got to start off with you because you're the one that's made the major life transition into
father of the year,
super adulthood. You got on khaki shorts right now. You are a father, a coach, a teacher, man, instructor, whatever your title is. You have made a lot of changes over the past 2-ish years.
I have, man.
So how is adult life? Like, how is it going for you right now?
It's going pretty good, man. Learning every day, learning new stuff, being around new people, in new roles, new positions. Pretty good, man. Learning experience every day.
And really, I thought of all of us, you were probably the one that had was going to have the easiest transition into adult life because you do a lot of stuff like an old man, bro, and you've been doing that for a while.
I mean, if you're talking about just responsibility, taking responsibility, I do stuff like an old man.
I mean, however you want to spend it. And we, of course, we got to ask you about you had a daughter. Now, obviously, you didn't have, but you and Caitlin had a daughter in September of last year.
Sure did.
So you have been a father for going on 8 months now?
8 months. 8 months on the 15th.
Let them know.
8 months is past 15, going on 9 months.
So how has it been, man? How is it living with Anaya, just doing stuff with a daughter every day? Just briefly touch on fatherhood and what it's been like up to this point.
It's good, man. You know, going into it, you have worries, you stress. You know, I don't think anybody's ever ready to have a child, but. Like I was talking with my buddies earlier, you know, it's rewarding and you don't really even know. It's like, you know, you have a baby, but at the same time, you know, it's just another thing. It's, you know, you look forward to coming home every day. I look forward to coming home every day to her, and everything I do is for her. So it kind of gave me a new perspective on anything I do.
You're bringing tears to my eyes. Boy, you
man. Spitting
grown.
Real.
Man.
So we talking about tears. You let some tears loose in the delivery room?
I didn't, but one thing is, a lot of men, they're like, I can't watch that. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was all up in it. I was almost shoulder. I was almost shoulder to shoulder with the doctor. I was amazed. I'm sitting here. I got a video of it too.
Hey, bro,
what?
Wait, bro, I had to watch. It was an amazing experience.
Hey,
bro,
hey,
that sound right, bro.
Wait, bro, you ain't got. Hey,
that sound right, bro.
When you have a kid, you can do whatever you want to, bro.
All right, bro.
Hey, but wait, I was sitting there. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I was watching her being delivered and everything. I did, man. I think what you want, bro. It was an amazing experience.
I mean, did your stomach get like unsettled?
My stomach is unsettled.
I wasn't just sitting here.
Will you do it again?
Yeah.
Watch it again. I'm talking about watch it again.
Yeah.
You gonna watch the review?
No, I wasn't directly looking into it. I was still, you know, kind of peeking over, you know, whatever. But I was more excited and
aren't you supposed to hold her hand though, so like she can squeeze it and all that?
I was.
This don't even sound.
This
don't even sound possible, Colton.
How? She's only 5'2". You act like I'm reaching way up here and all that.
That would be very positive. I'm mortified right now. Like it went from like so heartfelt to my stomach hurts and very.
Yeah,
But it's
weak stomach.
It's a. I'm sure that it's a very gratifying.
It'll change
experience,
life, man.
Hell yeah, and I haven't been there, so I can't.
Yeah, going into it, I was like, you can ask Caitlin. I was like, I'll never watch. I'll throw up. Wow, this and that. Wasn't even like that.
See, bro, you got
Man, see,
taking too many hits.
Messing up the show,
Taking
trying
too
to
many
find your
hits.
Gatorade.
But Colton, what's the biggest lesson you've learned so far as being a father? Or one of the biggest
Enjoying
lessons?
the little things, enjoying every single moment, and having patience through everything. Slowing down, not being in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of putting certain things, you know, personal goals, personal, you know, wants on hold for the benefit of your child. Huh?
Being present.
Being present, right? Being present.
Like Mike
Pre-
Jordan said.
Present, not perfect. That's Chad Morris right there.
Stop.
Hey, that's what. That's what was saying.
That's not where I got it from.
All right. Well, speaking of, I guess that's a good transition to where you at. I think you just played 1 year with Coach B here, right?
Yeah, 1 year, man.
And then had some different experiences after that. But you are now back with Coach B at the University of Illinois, and you are a semester in. Is that right with Coach B? Just talk a little bit about the experience, how it's been so far. How's Champaign?
Yeah, man. So, you know.
That's the city, Colton, Champaign, Illinois.
Come on, bro.
Nobody knows that. Who knows Illinois geography? Nobody.
I knew that. I knew that.
Nobody. Well, you can't name me 5 cities in Illinois.
Chicago,
Evansville.
Evansville.
Isn't like
Not other than Cheyenne, so you can't say that too.
How can
Wait,
you?
I say or Champagne.
why can't you just go?
No.
Why we knocking at the big ones?
Bloomington.
You not you. You live there. No, these two.
So back to you, Chad. We had a brief technical difficulty, but talk a little bit about your experience so far. How it's been going to Illinois and being there with Coach B.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool so far. I mean, just meeting all the new people on the team and stuff, you know, kind of welcome me in with open arms. The running back room, we got, you know, everybody pretty close and cool with each other, so helping each other out and stuff like that. Just being back with Coach B, I mean, that's cool. You know, he recruited me my freshman year. You know, I played under him my freshman year and stuff like that. So, I mean, we just kept in touch, like, over the years and stuff. Then when I saw he got that head job, you know, I hit him up, and then he hit me up, and then that's how I got there.
That's what's up, man. You know, we were very happy to see y'all two reunited. But the team dynamic, like just going to a new squad after being, and I mean obviously I experienced this transferring as well. But do you feel that like you fit within the culture at this point?
You know, it's like when you first get there, you don't know nobody, you know, so you just kind of find your like little crew or whatever, you know, stuff like that. So I mean, I feel like I fit in pretty well now, but I mean, at first, you know, it's kind of rough a little bit. You know, you're the new guy, you don't know a lot of people, you know, trying to make friends and stuff like that. So yeah.
Was it even more difficult like during the pandemic? Just like
Yeah, it was a lot more difficult because like up there, like a lot of stuff was like shut down, so you really couldn't do nothing. Like everything was like closed down, couldn't go out, you know. So pretty much everybody was just at the house. Yeah.
that's rough.
Well, I'm glad that you feel like you're fitting in and that you're in a great spot.
Yeah, man.
But the next thing that we wanted to talk about with you two here, there was a period of 3 years that me, Colton, and Byron lived together, and there was a period of 1 year that Chase took my spot, and the three of you lived together. Obviously,
Much more peaceful.
see, bro, I can't even give my respect to Dion
Go
without
ahead.
you giving the interjection. Dion was with us with all four. Wish he was here with us today.
With us for all four.
Oh God,
How's it gonna be all four if you not in the house?
Hey, bro, can I just get through
Go ahead, man.
through this
I
part
just have to say
before you start interjecting?
Go ahead, man.
But anyway, Dion had all of us as roommates for introductory periods of 4 years. Does that work for you?
Sure.
All right. Anyways, just talk a little bit about what it's like living with us, man. You specifically, I figured you would have a lot to say about this because you had a few run-ins with people in the house, just some disagreements.
I did.
Go ahead, speak on it.
Man.
Say your
I
piece.
wouldn't change a thing. It's eventful. It's funny every day. But that's some. As you see, if y'all follow our Snapchats back in the day, we had some arguments. Some funny times, whatever. Some people in the group was a lot more argumentative than others. But we're not gonna say no names.
One person was probably in just about 85% of the arguments that happened.
Like, there probably wasn't a snap on anybody's snap that this one person wasn't in the snap.
Got a
Argument.
question here. Who was that person?
It was Damani. I ain't even gonna cap with you. It was Damani. I'm not gonna shade it or nothing. I'm gonna say names. Damani Reed-Carter. Right here.
And you see, before the show,
95% of the arguments did not feature you.
before the show
Yes or no?
started. Oh no, there's a definite no. Before the show started, I said I was gonna be calm. I'm going to be very calm. I knew that this
I get him out of his
bring
element.
out the worst in a lot of people that just haven't been able to successfully win an argument with me. I knew this was going to bring out the worst in them, and it was going to hurt
won an argument with Monte Carter?
I knew it was going to bring out the worst in them, and it was going
As
to
soon
hurt
as he
their
moves
feelings.
argument,
Everybody
oh,
like
you're
this.
biased.
And if I was to do something like, I don't know, cut somebody off while they talking, it would indicate that I'm hurt. If I was just sitting over there in an OVO t-shirt trying to get other people to talk
You
while
over here
I'm
trying to go
talking,
slick shots.
and it's just like, just let somebody finish, and that's the only way that they could win.
I'm not gonna throw dirt on my name,
was
and
to
I'm not gonna
talk
respond.
over me, But see, I'm still here. I'm still standing to this day, and you can see who's calm, and you see who seems to be a little bit elevated.
Let me tell y'all something. Damani argued like he in middle school. If he losing, he gonna resort to name calling, and he gonna resort to reverse psychology. Oh yeah, you saying that just because you know you're wrong. Blah blah this and this, or you just gonna start calling your names or putting big words that don't nobody know in the argument. That's how he. And then in his mind, he won. So
Now, Colton, I'm gonna ask you something. Do I resort to name calling pretty much immediately, or do I wait until I'm quote unquote
If
losing?
somebody
the argument?
says something that gets you hot, immediately your next response is gonna have some of that. Something calling somebody's name.
That's kind of my point. Name calling.
If somebody says
that I
your
resort to.
opinion or what you said is stupid or
They
that's
don't even-
idiotic, you're calling them a name the next
They
response.
don't even have to say that much. I've called you names just because as soon as we start,
So
I
what
know
we
exactly
arguing
where it's going.
So what we arguing
You
about?
said I
Wait.
resort to name calling when I know that I'm wrong, and that's not what I do.
Okay,
I
even
call
if you
names
resort to it before
when
you
I
know you're
am
wrong.
dead right.
That's even worse.
When I am dead right, I will call you names, and I know that, and I can accept that. I can just.
Because you're stubborn.
That's not me
All
being
right,
stubborn.
tap in.
That's not me being stubborn.
Hey, bro. You resort to name calling, bro.
I immediately resort to name calling, and I've told you that.
You think that helps
the
your
name
argument?
calling when we was at the gym today over the number 45.
Yes, I did.
Hey, before we even go, can I please explain? Can I please explain what happened before without interruption?
Oh, because I'm calm, you definitely can.
Thank you.
Without a doubt.
Okay. For any people with common sense out there who go to the gym, you get on the machines. You got the little plates. You select what you want to put it in there. The pounds go by 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, all the way down to wherever it goes to. Then on the other side, most gyms have metric, measures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those go by fives.
Yeah.
So, Damani, we sitting here doing something, doing a weight. He boasting. He's like, "Oh, I'm doing more weight to you." I look. I'm like, "No, you're not." He said, "How much did you do?" I looked. I just said, "I did that 45 right there." Now, anybody with common sense, you can even.
Whoa. So you saying that somebody in this group?
Oh, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that, Chase. We gonna like common sense. Yeah, we gonna get to that. So, so anybody with normal, basic common sense would look at the pounds and see it goes by tens. So how could it possibly be a pound? What I'm talking about?
Yeah.
A 45. Or they would just blandly look at all the weights and go to wherever on there you see the number 45.
They don't even have to move their head. They can
You
keep
ain't
their
gotta
head in
move
the
their
same.
head. Right. You ain't gotta look. You can just say, "Oh, there's a 45, the only 45 on this entire machine." Maybe he meant that.
What did he do?
And he said he got on to me because he put on the wrong weight. And then he said he got on to me. He got mad at me because I said the metric number 45. Now I said no matter if I'm using metric or U.S.
U.S.
Weight. Regardless, there's only 145 on the whole machine.
Yeah.
So if anybody with common sense,
they would see that.
They
would see that and recognize.
And you would say, "Hey, I'm gonna assume he went this." But what he do? He picked one that had 170. Are those anywhere close to 45?
So do you have any other instances?
So that's all I'm saying. Now, if he has a problem with me saying the metric number, then we can leave it
Rebuttal
up to that.
time?
Oh, it's definitely a rebuttal, and I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't interrupt. You see that I said quietly. You see that I said quietly.
Before you start, did I lie on anything I said?
You did. You did, and that's kind of. I swear to God, that's kind of the problem.
Hey man, don't be swearing to
That's
God.
kind of the
Somebody
problem.
lying, bro.
That's kind of the problem. That's kind of the problem because what happened was, Colton, I didn't ask you how much you.
When they start, what happened was.
You remember how he told me that he wasn't going to interrupt me? You remember how he told me that?
Yeah, bro.
It's because he's wrong.
Y'all want me to be moderator or something?
No, I would rather you didn't actually. But I asked if you could see it. But what happened was I asked him how much he did before I started. He said 45.
45.
I looked at one weight. I looked down there and I looked at one weight. I put it on 70. That's all I did. I asked him before what he did. I looked at one weight. I put it on 70. I did my reps. He critiqued my reps. And I said, how you going to critique me when I'm doing more than you? And he said, I did 45. So I looked back at the machine and I said, you meant kilograms? How was I supposed to know that you meant kilograms? Because first and foremost, the kilograms don't go by fives.
You see what I'm saying?
The kilograms don't go by fives. It's based on how many kilograms are on those 10-pound increments. I didn't look at any of the increments. I stuck it right at 70 and I did my reps. There are a lot of machines that go up by 15s. There are other machines that go up by 5s. I looked at one weight, stuck it in there, and I did my reps. Now, the way Colton presented it, he said that afterwards, I didn't interrupt you.
Then nobody asked you
I
to give
didn't
me
interrupt
a
you.
Summarization of what I said. You say your piece.
I didn't interrupt you.
And what happened? You said
I
your
did
story
not
line.
interrupt.
Can I ask one clarifying question though?
Go ahead.
When Colton said his piece about the 45, did he say pounds or anything, or he just say 45?
He said 40. He said 45. He did not say pounds.
Okay. I just wanted to know. Go ahead. Y'all continue.
But before you continue, yes or no, is there only one label with the number 45 on the entire machine?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I look at the entire machine before I went?
Is that my fault?
Did I look at the
Is
entire?
that my fault?
No, it's not your. It's not your
Anybody
fault.
with common sense would have.
It's not your fault.
No.
Is that the first time that you referred to kilograms the whole day when you were talking about numbers? Is that the first time the whole day that you referred to kilograms? Can you answer my yes or no question, please?
Yes.
Is that, okay.
What does that have to do with?
We're good. We're fine then. We're fine. If that's the first time the entire day that you referred to kilograms, and I was supposed to know that you were referring to kilograms after you said, let's get 70s, and you were referring to 70-pound weights. Let's get 65.
Do they have kilograms on? Do they have kilograms on the dumbbells?
Yes, they do.
They don't.
Yes, they.
They
No,
don't. It's
not
a
on
big
the
70.
No, not on the dumbbells, but on the plates. On the plates that we use for bench, they have pounds and kilograms, and you use the pound number. Oh, swear. Just promise me that
They have them on the plates, but I don't think nobody.
Thank you.
But I don't think nobody know off the top of their head. Like we really don't even look at the plates how much they are. We just be like, I'm doing 225. We don't say we're doing 45.
No, we do look at them because to know what a 35 and a 25 is and different gyms, what their size.
Because like today he was saying he did like 305. I'm doing 305 right here. I'm doing this right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
pounds.
Know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Everything that we talk about is pounds. And the only time that I was supposed to know kilograms is the time that he just said a number.
Was the weight that you were doing heavy when you did it?
No, it was not heavy. And I was thinking he has not been doing any weight the whole time. And if it was just normal people, I could look at him and be like, bro, I didn't know you meant kilograms. How was I supposed to know that you meant kilograms? Because somebody has to be wrong. And if somebody's wrong in this instance, it's the one that only referred to kilograms one time. And I was supposed to know that it was kilograms. If somebody has to be wrong, it's definitely.
If you had any sense at all, you would see only one plate on there that has the number 45, which is what
Colton,
I said.
Do I have to look at every weight on the machine? Do I have to look at every weight? Do I have to look at every weight on the machine? Do I have to look at every weight on the
what I meant
machine?
by 45?
Do I have to look at every weight on the machine? Do I have to look at every weight on the machine? Yes or no?
Was Damani lacking common sense in this situation, in your opinion? You know you're an expert in this, especially on Damani.
I mean, you should have seen the weight on the thing, bro. Like,
Okay. Just answer the question. Answer the question that was asked. And I'd advise both of you to be careful when you answer that question.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we can definitely pull receipts.
Oh,
we can definitely pull receipts. We can definitely pull receipts.
He was lacking common common sense.
Okay, so when we sent a video in the Twitter group chat of a voiceover of Julio Jones talking about Matt Ryan, saying that he came to the sideline, he says in the voiceover, this is Julio Jones at a press conference, and the voiceover says, "Well, I came to the sideline and he said he saw 4 or 5 people out there, and there wasn't nobody around me." You weren't making a joke?
I can't make a joke.
Swear to God, you was joking. Okay, no, I'll stop. Anyways, and now we're on to you. I don't know why you laughing so hard. Because you had to look at your driver's license to figure out how to spell your middle name. Okay. Yeah. No, that's why I advised both of you to stop.
Can I go?
I said I was gonna be calm. I can't do it.
I'm gonna give y'all a story right here.
Go ahead. I tried. Go ahead, tell them. I'll tell them the story myself.
Just to clear my piece, I've only had to spell my middle name like once in my life.
It's your middle name. It's your middle name. I'll tell the story for you.
I was drunk.
No, you weren't.
I know I was
You was in the
gone.
middle of the day.
I was going.
Stone sober.
So
No, it was dark outside, and I was waving at a car trying to
No.
get out.
Damani, come on now.
That's the whole story.
No.
That is the whole story.
I don't know what story you telling.
That's the whole
Let me
story.
hear.
Now, I'll let them decide. Is that dumber?
They didn't hear
either
the
one.
story.
Can he tell the
Either
story?
one. I just told the
You
story.
no, Damani, you told the story about him. He can't tell the story about you.
I got to give him the details
First
and
of all,
context.
set the scene.
hey, I'm gonna set the scene right here. One night we all, over here just having fun, hanging out, in the living room. We get ready to go to Dixon. Damani said he gonna drive. So Damani driving. We driving down the road out here. Pitch black dark. If you ever lived at the road, you know it's just pitch black dark. No street lights, nothing. We get to a stop sign. There's another car and another stop sign. Damani directly across from us. Damani sitting here in the front seat, waving.
Now, mind you, both of their headlights blend into each other. Now, if you got your headlights in the dark, flaring against somebody else's headlights, you can't see that person through that window.
So for a good,
That is true.
for a good 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes, Chase? For 5 minutes? Are you serious? Nah, but see, you see how much you have to exaggerate, man?
Don't.
You see how much you have to exaggerate?
finish.
It might have been 15 seconds. Maybe. And that is a big.
You said you're not interrupting today.
I exaggerated a little bit.
Oh, you exaggerated a little bit?
Whoa.
You multiplied the time by like
I thought you weren't interrupting today.
20?
You hear me too.
Nah.
Hey, and he said for his podcast, we aren't able to get him out of pocket.
No,
He's pretty out of pocket right now.
No, I just looked at the camera and said I'm not going to be reserved. I said I was going to be reserved at the beginning of the
so
podcast.
it just went out the window.
Yes, it went out the window.
Man, that's crazy.
That's weird.
No, it's not what you do to me. It's just I decided that I was going to be real. I'm not going to let people think that you two are just any authority on common sense.
Saying you
Because
can't be the bigger
figure
man.
out a voiceover was not Julio Jones' real voice, and you don't know how to spell your own middle name.
I do now.
Hey, Damani, I got a question though.
You was 21 years. All right, no.
Why does the insult of you people saying that you do not have common sense?
Get to you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
black
bro.
common sense.
No, I'm gonna tell you this, man. If Stevie Wonder came up to me and said I couldn't see,
There go another
it would hurt.
lame
It would
joke.
hurt me. It would hurt me a little bit because I'd be like, you as that person, how you being this far over there, do you think that I'm worse than you? That's the.
So you think they have no common sense?
it's egregious to say that? It is egregious. It's blasphemous for them to
That
say
was
that.
the lamest analogy I've ever heard.
It's a sensible analogy,
It's not.
and you
To
don't
you.
know that.
To you.
You know what? I'm not even.
Nobody
Gonna
else
I'm not
to
gonna
your
go there
left.
with it. I'm not gonna go there with it, man.
So
I'm not gonna go there with it.
if we took a vote.
I don't care if y'all think about
No,
who's voting.
that's the thing, guys.
Think about who's on the ballot. Think about who's on the ballot.
There's 7 dudes in our group chat. 6. No, that's 7.
Go
7
ahead.
dudes in our
Go
group
ahead
chat.
and lie.
We take a poll
Go ahead and lie.
on common sense. We take
7
a poll on
Most argumentative.
most argument, all this stuff.
Chase
If
won that during the
anybody,
summer.
if the majority vote is him, we're biased and we're wrong. If it's anybody else, he defending it. If it's somebody say
He gonna
Byron,
use them
he's like, yeah, because if we voted, you were the most vote, blah, blah, this and this. But if
gonna
it's
use them
him,
stats.
who cares? I don't
Excuse
care
me.
about y'all's vote.
Excuse
Y'all's
me.
biased.
Excuse me.
You have
Is
nothing
it yes
else
or
to
no?
do, Monty.
Excuse me. Okay, so if we took a vote right now for least common sense, TJ is the best bet that you have because I think TJ has common sense and he might say me. You two, your vote doesn't count because you can't spell your middle name and you couldn't figure out that a voiceover Julio Jones is not Julio
somebody
Jones.
in pitch black dark.
I'm not saying my vote counts. If we take everybody out, TJ is the only one that's gonna vote me.
So we're just gonna ask
if
TJ
I-
for everything
No, I'm
we
saying
do.
Riley would not vote me.
I think Riley would vote
if
you. I think Riley would vote.
Anyway, if he didn't when you took the poll, but if Byron was not mad at me, I guarantee you, out of everybody in our friend group,
I always vote with emotion, and depending on how I feel each day.
Do you think that I lack common sense? Just say it on the show right now, bro. And I'm not even gonna say. Just answer the question.
Do I think you lack common sense?
Hey,
bro. Don't
forget what I just did to them, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying at times.
See, look.
At times.
Do you lack common sense at times?
Trying to threaten somebody to
do you lack common sense at times?
Yeah, you see, look, if they don't say your answer, I'm gonna bring up something that you've done before.
That's what you do, bro.
It's just
the money.
It's
amazing. You used to do stuff. I guess that would be our second year when we were at Beechwood. That's when we brought up common sense all the time. You used to get so mad.
That's when you and you brought up common sense because y'all was supporting the heck out of each other because it was me and you or me and him.
You were doing some dumb stuff, Damani.
That's the year that I'm. Okay, so
we know you since.
Okay, so was you doing some dumb stuff?
Damani, you developed.
I know you.
Was you doing some
Damani, you've had growth though. But I would say back then you did lack common sense.
Hey, Byron, you did some dumb stuff back then?
Sure did.
I'm talking about
common sense wise. Did you do some dumb stuff?
No, man.
Okay. All right, but you know what, bro? Out of everybody, I'm gonna spare you because you ain't been.
That's the thing.
You ain't been the one to.
I'll say you do like him.
Do like him. You ain't been the one to do like him. I'm gonna spare you, but I'm gonna let you know right now. You did do some dumb, commonsensical stuff, and I could bring it up at any point.
This is what we was talking about yesterday. I'll admit I've done some stupid stuff, some common sense stupid stuff, but I can admit that you can't.
I just sat here and admitted that waving at another car in pitch dark is dumb.
Wait. Now to you and Chase.
Which one has more common sense? Me.
No
question.
Who's more argumentative?
Him. He enjoys it way more than I do.
Look how you've been arguing today. Chase been over here reserved.
I've been over here chill.
You're on a show right now, Chase.
I've been chill this whole weekend.
No, but just think about it this way: who will randomly put something in the group chat? Like who will randomly put something in the group chat just for the purpose of getting reaction out of others? Oh my god!
It would be instigating.
Does that fit into being argumentative?
Wait, Chase. It would be instigating if you started and then don't indulge in it.
I don't indulge in it all the time.
Oh my god.
Chase, you will start something just so me, Damani, Raleigh, somebody else argue back with you, and then you'll go back for an hour and a half.
Chase, you've sent me messages aside from the messages and said, "Watch how he reacts to this." Right? Have you done that?
Watch, I'm about to piss him off.
Do you do that?
Have you done that, Chase?
Have you done that, bro? See,
okay.
I admit what I do, bro.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you can admit it. But I think
I'm not more argumentative than you.
I think I'm more reactionary than everybody. Everybody combined. Everybody else has a better degree of discretion in saying, "I'm not going to indulge with these people."
And defend your point.
LeBron talk.
That's enough. You whole argument.
But I'm saying, okay.
Now, if you defend your point and leave it alone, that's cool.
I think that's part of it.
Whatever they say, you can say, that's your opinion, you move on. But if you constantly go back and forth, it's an argument.
And I agree with that. But I think that starting an argument versus reacting to an argument should be way different ways, don't you? Because if I put it to you this way.
Then if who starts more arguments versus not who's more argumentative.
No, the money will argue with the brick wall.
I'll say you are easier to pull into an
That's
argument.
what I said. I'm reactionary. I'm very reactionary when it comes to arguments.
Stop.
But I don't start a bunch of them. That's my point.
Come on. Let's just think about this. Damani's the one person on the football team that will argue with people all walks of life, literally. From the white kids to the black kids to
the people that don't even talk.
To people that don't even argue, Damani will get in.
Who will argue with that don't talk?
A lot of people, bro.
Yeah,
first of all, you be getting Will to argue at the top of his lungs. And Will don't be like that most of the time.
I mean, Will's the one be starting with me. Will still calls me to this day just for the purpose of arguing, not even arguing, but just discussing stuff.
You got into arguments with Dion before.
One time. I got
For y'all who don't know,
Colton don't really be arguing.
Dion ain't confrontation. He don't argue.
But I've gotten into arguments with Dion one time. He's gotten into more arguments with Dion.
Who else has Colton argued with other than me?
I got into an argument with Dion once.
You almost got Dion to fight you.
See, bro, why you got to put up?
You know how much you got to be annoying and argumentative to have Dion want to fight you? That is the chillest dude ever.
You right. He is a chill. And it was just one.
And
it
he was
one
about
situation.
to throw hands with you.
He wasn't.
Let me get.
It was just one situation.
Let's
it was
talk
one
about
situation.
You lived with all four of them, and you almost got to fight with every single one of them. I mean, my bad, 3 of them.
So you just gonna put me out there on my own show? That's how you feeling?
I'm just saying though, bro.
That's how you feeling?
Yes or no? Have you been?
You got black Air
I
Force
lived
energy.
with him. I lived with him for a year, bro. I almost get to fight with nobody.
Chase.
I mean, hey,
Chase.
all right,
You was out here arguing over parking spots, weren't you?
We wasn't about to fight.
Hey,
though.
Chase,
That's
I'm
a-
not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna say the name.
Actually,
Did
I
you?
can't. I
No,
can't.
hold on.
Bro.
Just let me answer the question. Let me ask the
No,
question
no,
because you put me out there. You put me out there. Did you talk about driving to Fayetteville from Memphis just for the purpose of putting hands on somebody? Did you text me and tell me that you was thinking about driving from Memphis to Fayetteville just for the purpose of putting hands on somebody? Did you or did you not?
That's the principle, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's over money though. I'm not gonna get into the details, but it's over money, and you know somebody owed me money and they weren't giving me the money, so you know I was a little upset.
A little upset.
There we go.
Okay. So we tried to get, you didn't even make the whole drive this time with him. Like he drove more than half the way and
I didn't
you,
drive more than half the way.
oh, that's not more, I'm tripping. That's not more than half. But he took,
Yeah,
he
math
took
off,
a
common
little,
sense.
shut up. He took a little bit of the drive off your plate, but you was willing to make that whole drive for the purpose of putting hands on somebody else. So how does that,
Money. Somebody owed me money.
doesn't that kind of absolve me though? Cause I ain't never been that ready to like hit
I
them.
don't know about that. You were the only one that's got to the point of throwing hands.
But we
with
never
everybody
did it,
in the
though.
house.
We never did it though. We never did it. We never did
It
it.
don't matter.
We never did it.
Because we're boys, we know better than that. But I'm talking about you got to that point.
Have y'all-
I
To
did
make
not
somebody
get
want to physically
Have they
fight.
told the story about when he kidnapped us?
Oh, for sure,
Yes,
yeah.
please, somebody that was there tell
Didn't
the
kidnap
story.
y'all. Nope.
Can I?
Not finna do this.
Because when I
We
tried
not
to,
gonna
I
get
didn't know all the facts.
We're not gonna get to
I'll
nothing
tell
else
you.
on the
I'll
show,
tell
bro.
you.
It don't matter.
How long we been
It
on?
don't matter.
How long we been
Nope.
on? How long we been on?
Can I tell
You
you
wanted to get to the GOAT debate and
It's
the whole.
32 minutes.
Yeah, we wanted to
Can I
get.
You want to tell this story, huh?
We wanted to get to
I
the.
want to tell the story.
The story has already been like.
Nope.
He's talking
Can I
about.
tell someone?
Oh yeah, bro. We're not gonna get to
this.
nothing
It's a
else.
peaceful afternoon. We take a trip.
Wing
Him,
stop.
and another one of our buddies. We go to Wingstop in Bentonville.
Yeah.
We up there having a good time, whatever. We pass through Rogers, you know, Krispy Kreme's and Rogers up there. Then we get some
That's
donuts.
in Bentonville.
Continue.
Well,
You about to get a
We're
whole
about
bunch
to-
of other details wrong that I'm about to stop you on. So get
anyways,
used to
I
it.
don't care. We about to go through Krispy Kreme,
Yeah.
get the donuts, whatever. So we getting down the road. Damani want to put his. He don't want to hold his. He driving. He don't want to hold his donuts. So he want to put them back.
Like any reasonable person wouldn't. Go ahead.
He want to put them back. And we in Damani Jeep. The back seat of his car
Back seat, not that big.
isn't that big. So he want to put this wide 12, donuts box in between them two. And this, I'll say this about this much room in between them. Legs open, dudes. Put that box in between and have them, closed.
They didn't want to crumble up the
They don't want
box.
to do it. They don't want to come with the box. So
You can just put the box long ways.
Riley want to put it in the back.
Why you gotta say his name? We just said one of our buddies for the. Go ahead.
Too bad now. Riley want to put it in the back. What's wrong with it being in the back? Who knows? The money don't want it in the back. He said, it's my car. I want it in the back seat. I want it in between y'all.
Now, Damani,
Now, is that petty for one? That is petty. And who does that? Number two, Raleigh, that don't make no sense. He's like, no, I'm going to put it back here with all this room in the back. Raleigh, put my stuff back there. Put my stuff in between.
Can
y'all.
I
That's why
interject?
hey,
was
Damani, time
He's like,
out.
I'll even
Why
put
can
it
they
up
put
in
it in the
the front
back?
Can I
I
inter-
thought Raleigh was in the front seat trying to put it in the back seat.
No, two in the
Can
back
I
seat.
interject?
I'm in front.
Can I interject?
Man,
one
that's
detail?
super childish,
Can I interject
bro.
one detail?
I feel-
Can I interject one detail, please?
Go ahead.
Can I interject one detail?
Then.
The part I said, can I interject one detail? I'm gonna interject one detail. The part that kind of threw me off a little bit is this was before it was suggested that we put him in the back seat because I would have been fine with putting him in the back seat, but right before that, I'm driving and I see a box of donuts get kind of pressed over my console, and as we talking, I just see the box of donuts just kind of get pressed over my console as if it's not finna happen. So I said it's going to happen. If it would have been suggested to put him in the back seat before that, then I would have did it.
Did you?
But
Did you?
So when
at
they,
that point,
so when they thought of an
no,
alternative, why didn't that solve the problem?
a line had been drawn, Byron. A line had been drawn at that point.
were you about to fight over a box of donuts? Yes.
I don't know.
we'll get to that,
The
we'll get to
details.
that.
No, I would never fight over donuts. I would never fight.
Tell this one detail first.
I would never fight over
Before
donuts.
that, this man was so stubborn I wanted to avoid all this because it was stupid. I offered to hold the donuts in the front, and he said no. I want them there. He gonna move, and I'm gonna put them right there.
Now,
So this is all his fault.
This
is all his
This
fault.
sounds like he lacking common sense too, right here.
no, listen,
He's stubborn.
Listen, it gets better.
I
It gets
don't-
better.
So what does he do after that?
Ain't none of this happened, bro.
I'm sitting in the back seat, minding my own business, just on my phone. Chase, put the donuts in the middle of the seat. I'm like, Damani, I have nothing to do with this. This is between you and Riley. So if you don't put the donuts in the back seat, I'm just gonna drive around. Or I don't even remember what he said.
I did.
I'm gonna drive around.
He said, I'm not taking you
Yeah,
home.
I'm not taking you home. So, oh yeah, my bad. I remember now. This man goes and parks in the gas station parking lot. So, until we figure out who's gonna put the donuts back there, we'll just sit there. So nobody's moving the donuts. Everybody's just ignoring him. You know, it's funny. Everybody laughing, giggling. For 30 minutes, it's funny.
Yeah. That's how it always is with him. First 30 minutes, oh, this is
Always.
hilarious.
Nah, don't act like this has happened more than twice, bro. It's just twice.
Then, for some reason, we're lacking common sense. He gets on the freeway and just starts driving away from Fayetteville. So we drive. We go to Missouri.
Didn't happen. Never
Yeah,
happened.
we go to Missouri.
He
Yes.
took us to Missouri. He
Never
took us to a whole nother state.
Never.
Yeah,
happened.
this one.
Hey,
I think that's when I got the call.
Hey.
Hey, bro, can you come pick us
Hey,
up?
Ku
We
Klux
call
Klan.
him Dion. We call him Brian. Hey, bro,
Ku
come
Klux
get us.
Klan town, everything.
You see how people like to exaggerate, bro? This is kind of my point. It's just so much
We
exaggeration.
were parking in the
that
parking
you can't,
lot.
You can't figure out what's
Swear to
real.
God,
and what's
Devon.
Hey, we were parked in
What's
the
real
parking
and
lot.
what's
There was
fake.
not a black
You can't
person
figure
in
out
sight.
what's real and what's
There
fake.
was not a black person in sight. Colton, for some reason, got out the car and went and get a charger.
I'm half white. I'm really not scared.
All these people just staring at Colton. So then Damani, being all big bad and tough, then he gets scared. He was like, "Oh, maybe this wasn't a good idea. This is a little sketchy."
No,
So
didn't
then he
happen.
turns around and drives. So we're like, "Okay, he's gonna drive, take us home."
Yeah.
Parks in the same
We
parking
go
lot.
right back to
To
that
the
gas
same
station.
parking
we
lot,
was at.
bro.
They think that Bentonville is a lot closer to Missouri than it is. We
You
didn't
took
go
us
to Missouri.
past.
We
What
went to
happened?
Missouri.
How much
We
gas
passed
did you
state
ate?
line.
We did not pass no state. See, bro, this
Swear to
every
God.
time,
Swear to God.
every
Swear to God.
time that
Swear to
people
God.
like
Swear to
to
God.
just start
Swear to God.
exaggerating, you can
what's
never
up there past
decide.
Bentonville?
Joplin?
What's the town?
Lowell?
The little.
Bella Vista.
Bella Vista.
He
Bella
took
Vista.
us about 25 minutes past Bella
Nah,
Vista.
we were in Bella Vista the whole time. See,
No, we're
that's
not.
when people start exaggerating. That's when people
Come on,
start
Marty.
exaggerating.
Why you do that,
We was in
though?
Bella Vista.
Was that
We
childish?
was kicking in Bella
Was it
Vista.
childish?
It was childish.
Was it
Well,
childish?
anyways, going on with the story. We end up back there. We back in the same situation. Mind you, it's been 2 hours so far.
Damn, bro, that's
I'll say about 2 hours so far. So we over it. Nah, it's not funny no more. Come on, we trying to go home. It's getting late.
I think the
We
entirety
still
of the
sit
time
there.
was about
The funniest.
45 minutes.
No. Anyways,
Oh,
the
it's
funniest
Oh,
part.
we're kidnapped for
the
a good,
funniest
good 4
part.
hours.
He get bold.
Exaggeration.
He get bold talking about some, Riley, you don't put my donuts back there, we gonna have to box. We gonna have to box.
Y'all
And he
about to
said-
box
he said,
over a box
I
of
throw these-
donuts?
Riley said, I throw these donuts out the window. We can wow, this and this. He's like,
No,
Riley,
no,
I
no,
promise
no,
you,
no,
if
no,
you
no.
throw them out the window, we gonna box.
Miss some details, bro.
What I miss?
Then Riley opened the box and started poking holes. in it.
Oh yeah. He said, I don't care about your donuts. He said, Riley, don't touch my donut. Start poking holes in them. Donut's gone. He not gonna eat those no more. He said, Riley, wow, something. Riley don't care. He already pissed. Throw the whole box out the window. He ain't got no donuts. So now this is for no reason. Now he pissed. He not gonna get what he want. So now he just finna make us pay for it. We sat there at least another hour.
Demar, I got a
Hey,
question.
how long were
Is
we-
that a reasonable response
That's
if you
it.
out here kidnapping
Hold on,
someone
just-
to throw something out the window?
Just to respond to those allegations. First and foremost, I would never fight over donuts. But if I did insinuate
about to get up.
that there was
Cap.
some, if I
Hey, bro,
did,
we said we
if
don't
I
cap on
were-
there, bro.
If I were,
We
to
said we
do
don't cap
that-
on there,
Excuse
Damani.
me, I'm talking. Can I finish my sentence?
No,
please?
because you're not
Can I
telling the
finish my
truth.
sentence?
You're not
I am
telling the truth. Why your
I'm
voice
telling
getting
the
higher?
truth.
Why your voice getting higher?
Because I'm trying to elevate my volume, so that's going to make.
No,
my
I said
voice go
higher.
I said elevating your volume generally makes your voice go higher.
Not the volume, the pitch.
It generally makes.
No,
I
high
know, but I'm
voice.
saying
You're not
as
telling the truth right
as
now,
your
Demar.
volume goes up,
So,
your
Demar,
pitch generally.
so why
goes
does
up.
three out of the four people in the car say that one thing happened, and then you say something completely different?
It was a rough night for three people. That's what I'm saying.
how
It
long
was a
were
rough
we
night.
kidnapped?
So we're biased.
45 minutes.
So we're biased on this.
Demani,
Yeah, very
no,
biased.
no.
Highly biased.
Hey, you
No.
just said we were kidnapped
Highly
for
biased.
45 minutes.
And it wasn't kidnapped. That definitely.
We probably went to eat at 5. We didn't get back home till what? Till like 1:30 at night.
Don't forget people's on Twitter talking about it.
And that's fine. People could be on Twitter.
Because wasn't y'all tweeting about it?
We were. I was about to call the cops.
Tweeting.
I was about to call the cops. Hey, give me an escort home. Something. He kidnapped me. Whatever.
I did not kidnap anybody. Everybody was in the car.
I walked across the street to IHOP.
He walked.
Yeah, that was probably about 40 minutes.
He walked and sat in the IHOP lobby just to say because he wants to be around him.
That was probably about 40 minutes in. But anyway, if I was to make the insinuation that I was going to fight over donuts,
Hey, bro,
I always presented an option.
Hey, bro.
And at the end of the day,
We had 41 minutes.
my Cash App got a box of donuts richer. So the retribution that I got from that interaction, that 45 minutes where I took y'all through Bella Vista, had a nice little time messing with y'all, I got the retribution that I needed.
So
and then I drove home, and everybody had a wonderful time.
So my quick question is,
over $7 of donuts.
Yeah, $7 was worth 4 hours of your life.
That wasn't 4 hours. It was about 45 minutes.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth.
Minimum wage is $7.25.
Demani,
so we're talking like the
swear
hour.
Swear to God.
You swore to God earlier, so I know you do it.
Swear to God, it was 45 minutes.
I limit myself to one a day.
See?
I limit myself to one a day.
That's how you know people don't tell the truth, bro.
I'm just saying, I limit myself to one a day because I'm trying to get better. This one's I limit
bro,
myself
next
to one a day.
subject, bro. You don't cap too much.
That's what I'm saying. It's 41 minutes. 42 minutes.
You cap too much, bro.
It's not cap. I don't remember cap.
Next subject.
But anyways, Chase, you a single man out here in these streets. You
Always doing the go debate.
We saving that for last. See, bro. Why you just can't let me do this?
42 minutes. Go ahead, man.
Why you can't let me do
Go
this?
ahead, man. Go ahead.
Single man out here in these streets, right?
I might be. You know what I mean? Talking to somebody.
Oh.
So you're not outside.
So he ain't volunteered this.
You just on the sidewalk. You really not all the way in the streets.
Man, it's just, it's,
So you okay. Well, that makes it even better. So, being that you have that kind of whatever you want to call that situation, looking at men as a whole and women as a whole, who do you think cheats more?
See, I'm not gonna choose a side here.
Oh, you see, bro, you gotta choose.
There's some good women out there that faithful, loyal, just the one person. Then there's some women out here that be scheming, slick, got multiple men playing the field, all that.
Wow.
But it's men out here doing the same thing, bro. So I'm not gonna pick a side, bro. I feel like it's 50-50, bro. You just gotta find that one person that that you can trust, that's faithful, that's always there for you.
How do you know that you can trust them?
You gotta trust. Trust take time, bro.
Do you go in it, give them trust, or they gotta earn it?
I haven't in the past. Sometimes, I was, growing up, you just be like, all women the same, they always gonna cheat, stuff like that. But as you get older and mature, you gotta learn to trust a person until they take that trust away from you.
Wow.
Talk to him then. Talk to him.
That's a really grown up thought, Chase. That's a really grown up thought.
So let's hear your childish take since we know how you are.
My childish take?
Yeah.
On the situation?
Yeah, who cheats more, men or women?
Well,
go ahead, man.
It depends on what you're talking about. Because if we just talking about people, I think people are, it goes to who the person is.
People are unpredictable for one.
Yeah, people are unpredictable. So if I was to choose men or women, then that says that I'm just generalizing that a group of people does something a little bit more. Now the numbers are out there. There have been studies on this, and I mean the numbers speak. So you can look at the numbers and see what they say.
What the numbers say?
But me.
What the numbers say?
There was a study.
What the numbers say? Nope.
I gotta
just tell us what the numbers say.
There was a particular study that I looked at that said and I forget the exact parameters, but it looked at specific types of relationships and said I want to say it was like serious relationships, 20 to 40, something like that. Women cheat more than men do. And that's a specific one. That's a specific sample from a specific study.
That was just one study.
There's just one study. Who knows? I mean, who knows?
But that's one huh?
That's the most recent.
Like you a little bit biased.
No, not even a little bit. That's the most recent one.
You gonna look up any more?
I didn't look it up to begin with. I just saw it on my Twitter feed, and I had to go look, and I looked it up, and I wanted to see if the headline was accurate. And I was like, oh wow, that's interesting, because we generally think that men are the dogs, right? And I mean, some of us are.
Roof.
Oh, so you a dog?
No, I'm just saying like that's what sound dogs, man.
Oh, okay. It sounded like that sounded like a hit dog hollering.
Never that, bro. Never that.
Oh, so
sir.
you ain't a dog?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well,
I guess I'm a whole cat. No, never mind. Never mind, bro. No, I'm a human. I'm a human.
So I mean, your take on it is what I want to hear.
I don't know, man. I don't look at it like that. I don't like to generalize things.
Oh, okay. But when I just said that, you had a problem with it.
Because you came up with it.
Came up with what? The question for him. I wasn't gonna answer it. I was just gonna see if he would do it.
I thought you would too.
So who cheats more, men or women?
I need to do more research. I'm not educated on the topic, so I'm gonna do my own research, and I'll provide you some supplemental information.
Of course you will. It's very different.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know next week.
Very loyally.
I'll let you know next week, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back and make sure that you let us know.
I'll see what the numbers say.
Okay.
You can't argue with numbers at the end of the day.
And then it goes to you. So you can't copy his diplomatic answer. So what is your answer?
I ain't got an answer for it.
Oh my God.
But I will say this. I believe, this is my belief, that women can get away with it easier than men can.
Oh,
I disagree.
that's an interesting take.
I agree with that.
What do you mean by get away with it?
Just
I
like-
may be
yeah,
thinking
They
something.
will.
Expand on that.
I
Expand on
think
that.
that
Unpack that a
they
little.
will. They can cheat and have enough, alibis and buddy with their friends and all this and that. Kind of play the reverse psychology card and all that. Just
You don't trust me.
exactly do this and I would never do that. Kind of play into the stereotype that dudes cheat more to kind of cover it up.
Oh, wow.
But so that's why. But dudes, we don't have that, man. You get caught. Dudes are straightforward and very, they'll try to cover it up. But hey, it's just
Guys are simple.
whatever. Guys are simple. Girls know the ins and outs, so I think they can. Do they? Who knows? I don't know. But I think guys ain't gonna put that much effort into not trying to get caught or not getting caught more than a girl can. So I think they can. If they choose to. Do they? I don't know the answer to that. I just think girls can do it easier than guys can.
You agree with that, Chase?
I agree, bro. Because I feel like, girls can be out here, they can go to a different city, do their little dirt. Another guy not gonna be out here DMing another guy talking about, hey, your girl out here cheating. But if you out here, you go to a different city or something like this, and you got your girl on your page and this and that, and you mess with another girl like in a different city or something, first thing that girl gonna do, DM your girlfriend. And it's over with. So yeah,
Like I'm not gonna sit up there and be mad
I never thought of
that he hit you while you got a girlfriend. Now, you weren't gonna tell me that? Oh, here's pics and blah blah. This is us this weekend. Did you know, Bob? I just want to let you know that I'm so and so. I didn't have any, relationship.
That's wild. I
So
never
you
thought
guys
of that.
not gonna care. They're like, dang, dude gotta get rid of her. Dude gotta go about his day.
So part of the problem is us and the fact that we're not as
You don't care that much.
Yeah, we're not as
Protective for other men, I guess.
Yeah, we're not worried so much about. Obviously, we'd be protective of like our friends, like if somebody that's close to us, then we would want to tell somebody. But people that we ain't met, we have no incentive to tell because we just that's their problem.
That's not our business.
That's
Girls, they have girl power. More power to you, ain't. But as guys, we don't care that much. It's tough luck for that dude. This girl out here doing what she ain't supposed to be doing.
Oh wow, that's a great take, man. I had never thought about that, but that is a great point. That is a great point.
I feel it, bro.
So I guess we got to do this again.
Sadly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the back seat on this one. You got it.
Damn, time out. Y'all not gonna try to jump me with 3 people, bro.
No, I'm gonna jump in as necessary. This is.
I just got a question. How about this? Let me just ask a question.
Okay, go ahead. You can
Do
introduce.
you think if LeBron James wins the championship this year, does that cement his legacy as being the greatest player of all time?
He's already done that. He don't even need a championship this year. Chase, my question for you. Michael Jordan has played over 900 basketball games. How many of those games have you actually watched from beginning to end? Or at least, let's say, no, not even beginning to end. 75% of those games. How many have you watched?
If it's 75%, the number goes up. Because some of them have been.
How many have you watched?
I'd say probably about, I don't know the exact number, but probably about anywhere 75 to 100.
So you are basing your overall GOAT off of less than 10% of his games. Nope. You said jump in as necessary. I asked Chase a specific.
I feel like it's necessary because you gonna lie.
I
feel like it's necessary.
Nope, this is the Chase.
I got a question.
So you less than 10% of the games that you've seen of Michael Jordan is what you're basing your he's the best to ever do, even though you haven't seen what he's done. How you gonna say he's the best to ever do and you ain't seen it?
How many games have you watched of Michael Jordan?
At least 400.
Cut it. We done.
What you mean?
Okay, bro.
Y'all know how much I be on YouTube watching stuff?
So you have watched.
I watched about 400 Michael Jordan games.
I don't think you can find 400.
That's what I'm saying. But stop.
You can't.
Michael Jordan games on YouTube.
How many LeBron James games have you watched?
Please say exact number.
Please don't say 1,000.
How many games you done play? I probably don't watch
16 years times 80.
18. He didn't
82 games. We'll just go
18 years.
16.
Are you talking about? He in the league 18 years.
Is it 18 years now?
Yeah, he old.
18 times 84.
82.
Well, he had two. He had a lockout season. Then he had 72 season. Then he had the pandemic
16
season.
times 82. 1,312.
I watched at least 800.
Okay.
900.
Well, that's wild.
You know how many games I've watched live?
So over half of the games.
I watched over half LeBron's games.
So when you were in high school,
I was watching LeBron.
how many games after year was you watching LeBron?
Just about every one.
Come on, man.
He wasn't on national TV every night until
The league pass.
You didn't have the league pass in high
My
school.
dad had the league pass.
Oh, just 1 second.
So you were just up watching LeBron every game.
Now keep
LeBron was in Cleveland then in high school.
I'm not asking
Hey,
you.
So that means that's that's 8 o'clock.
So
Will you admit that though that LeBron hasn't passed Jordan in some of the statistical and awards?
Like what?
How many MVPs is Jordan?
5.
How many is LeBron?
LeBron has 4.
Okay, how many championships does Jordan have?
6. Oh wait.
How many-
Wait. No, you're not. No, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right
How many
there.
final MVPs?
How many championships Bill Russell got, Chase?
11.
Oh, so does that mean he to go?
When was Bill Russell playing?
What does that mean?
When was he playing?
What's that mean, Chase?
When was Bill Russell playing?
You tell me when. You tell me when he was
We're
playing. and What that
comparing
means.
LeBron James.
No.
We're comparing
Why
LeBron
is Bill
James.
Russell not to go then?
Bill
Explain
Russell
to me why he's not the go. He has 11
Bill
rings.
Russell is not in our argument.
But why is
We're
he not
talking
in
about
the argument?
LeBron.
Why is he not in the argument?
Why are we putting him in it? We're talking about LeBron and
He has
Michael Jordan.
11 rings, Chase. He has 11 rings.
Okay, Brian.
He's the most winningest, one of the most winningest persons ever,
My bad.
and he led his team.
Throw rings out there. Throw it out there.
Oh, why are we throwing it out now?
No, because
I don't even think you have to throw it out, but you just
I'm
have.
gonna give him that.
He doesn't know why.
Well, I mean,
The reason
your
why I'm saying
segment,
this,
bro.
Chase doesn't know why Bill Russell doesn't belong in the conversation.
I do.
I
Chase
think because he
does.
played in the 1960s.
What does that mean, though?
The league wasn't even fully integrated then, Byron. So why would we talk about Bill Russell being the GOAT?
Oh, so the league wasn't as developed then as it was when Jordan played?
So are you?
So
saying,
we're- so-
are you
so
saying-
we're gonna talk
are
about
you saying
development of the
that-
league.
Are you
Look
saying
at the
that-
league
Are you
now.
saying that Jordan's 91 through I don't even know? I think 98. You're telling me that those 6 championships, the Bulls wouldn't be able to win a championship in today's NBA?
They probably get a. I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, bro.
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
My question
Come on,
is,
bro.
the thing that made the Bulls so tough is they had 2 elite wings, in which nothing else in the 90s. At best, you were going against Reggie Miller, Clyde Drexler. It was like, first of all, you didn't even play them in the finals. So who's the best wing that he actually played in the finals? An old James
Why does it have
Worthy?
to be in the finals? What about the bad boy Pistons that was on his
Who was
team?
the
What
elite
about the
wing?
Showtime
Who was the
Lakers?
elite wing?
Dumars.
Dumars?
Dumars was 6'3", 6'4".
Why does it matter how tall? Dwayne Wade is 6'3", 6'4".
You forget that Jordan's only 6'6".
The reason why I'm
you forget
saying-
that Jordan's only 6'6". So look at the difference between LeBron and Giannis. The difference between LeBron and Giannis is more.
It makes a huge
than the difference
difference.
between Jordan and Dumars. Yes or no?
Huh?
The difference
I wasn't
between
listening.
LeBron and Giannis.
Wait, time
is
out, wait. I
more
thought you
than the
weren't. I
difference
thought you
between
weren't
Jordan.
jumping in.
I'm jumping in as necessary. The difference between
ahead.
LeBron and Giannis is more than the difference between Dumars and Jordan. Yes or no?
But Giannis plays more in the post.
Can you answer the question?
The difference between Giannis and LeBron.
The height difference. You
Okay.
just brought up the fact that Dumars is 6'4". Now tell me this. I'll even give
He
you.
may be 6'3".
I don't care, but I'm
Okay.
saying so if
I look it up.
so, Giannis is a point forward, point center, whatever you want to call him. He handles the ball on the outside as well as playing in the post. LeBron handles the ball on the outside as well as playing in the post. If you want to talk about percentages, I don't have them in front of me.
He was what?
6'3".
So it's the same difference. Same difference.
Same
6'11" and 6'8". But if you're talking about two comparable players and you're saying that the height matters for one, like Joe Dumars can't be whatever because he's 6'3". But the difference between LeBron and Giannis is the same. So I don't understand what we're talking about when we're saying that he doesn't qualify as a wing because he's that short.
Technically, I really wouldn't put him in the wing category because of his height, but I will continue. But that's not it. Also, when I talk about height, you told me, all y'all Jordan fans. First of all, I don't want to hate on Jordan. He's a great basketball player. I have him number 2 on my list. But y'all say that he didn't guard Magic Johnson because of what?
Height.
So when I talk about elite people that were around his size, there weren't many. That's all I'm saying. If you put him in today's NBA, you have more people. Spencer Dinwiddie, same height, nearly the same vertical.
Hey, Byron.
Nobody in the league calls Spencer Dinwiddie super athletic.
Byron.
Not one person.
Hey, Byron, come on.
Did
I'm just
Did you
saying.
just compare the two?
And that's what I'm saying though. There was no wings in the 90s that were elite.
Hey, Byron, I'm gonna ask you.
Comparable to today's NBA.
So
in today's
Dominic-
NBA, you
I'm
have
not
James
Byron.
Harden, LeBron, Kawhi, Kevin Durant. We throwing in Giannis in there.
Yes, I would undoubtedly
We had
throw Giannis in
Kobe.
there.
Hey, Byron,
Go ahead, man.
can I ask you one question?
Yeah, man.
And I don't know the year. It might have been 89, 88. I have to look it up. Michael Jordan averaged 37.1 points in the season. Yes or no?
Sure.
So you're telling me if you put Michael Jordan in today's NBA, it's just ridiculous to think that he might average 40?
Yes, that is ridiculous, Chase. You also okay?
Floor?
Yeah, wait.
He'll be playing with shooters.
Hey,
So the
Chase,
floor-
you do
the
realize
floor will be way more
you
spaced
do
out.
realize when he scored that many points, that was one of the highest paces that the league has ever had. Pace means that you get more shots per game. You do realize that though.
I'm talking about how the way.
So Chase, if there's less possessions in the game, how you gonna get more points, Chase?
Byron, James Harden averaged 35 points. Are you saying that James Harden's a better scorer?
James Harden shoots a whole bunch of
Is
threes.
he a better scorer than Jordan?
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
Don't do
Hey,
it, bro.
hey.
Why?
Hey, come on,
Why do you
man.
have to
Don't
do
stare,
that?
come on.
And
Don't
you're
stare.
Byron, you're talking about the average pace of play. You're talking about the average pace.
The
of play.
Bulls had one of the fastest paces in NBA history that year.
Okay.
As well as the whole entire league.
Okay, one of the fastest paces in NBA history. So if we look at just teams that have had the fastest paces in NBA history,
Typically, they score more points.
obviously, but I'm saying if we were to take, and this is a question, if we were to take a team that plays fast now and compare the number of possessions they get to how much they were getting back then, what do you think the difference would be? Because I do not think it would be very significant. That's my point.
It is significant.
I don't think it would be. I really don't think it would be. I really
disagree.
don't think it would be.
I
And
disagree.
you don't have the numbers, so we can just sit here and debate the opinions
Yeah.
as much as we want to. But
So,
I disagree with that.
Kobe averaged 35 points in the season.
Yeah.
Bing.
So it's just unreasonable to think that Michael Jordan could average 3 more points. 3 more points, Byron.
Yes. Because arguably Kobe was. I know people don't like to hear this. Kobe's game was a little bit more polished than MJ's.
Polished, yes. He just wasn't as impressive athletically.
Yes.
That's
And so to say that
very impressive athlete.
to
nonetheless.
say that it is completely that it's not possible for Jordan to have exceeded Kobe's is not that wild of a take. And I'm fine with saying that I don't think Jordan would have had more points than Kobe.
So
Hey, Jay, I gotta give it to you. You got a point there. He does have a point.
he doesn't have a point.
Hell,
He does have a point.
Let's just talk about all these people out here that analyze.
He doesn't have many, but
that
yeah.
analyzes basketball for a living.
like who?
Shaquille O'Neal.
First of all, he gonna say it's biased as a teammate.
He didn't. Shaq didn't play with Jordan.
He's talking about Kobe.
I'm just talking about with Jordan though. He said it. He said if Michael Jordan played in today's NBA, he would average 40 points. Jalen Rose said it.
First of all, Shaq don't even watch basketball. He be out here falling asleep during the games.
Okay.
Shaq said Donovan Mitchell was trash.
Have you watched more?
After,
Have you watched more?
You
MJ
said
games
Donovan Mitchell was
than
trash.
Shaq?
before the season?
You watched more MJ games than Shaq?
Probably. I don't
Have you
think
watched more LeBron?
We're
games?
done. We're done. Hey, we got, bro. We got to end the show.
I gotta watch more
We gotta end the show.
MJ games than Shaq.
He played against him, Byron.
So how many games is that? How many times he played against him, Chase?
Look at it.
How many times he played against him?
Bruh.
So Byron.
How many times he played against him?
Chase.
You acting like he played against him 500,000
How
times.
many times
Chase.
did he play against him a year? Probably what, 6?
No.
How many?
At max, including playoffs, at max he could have played him 11 times in 1 year.
Okay, so all right, say you played him
Max.
So film studying. So you're telling me Shaq never just broke down his game and studied when they had to play them? And
Shaq,
stuff
why?
like
I mean, why would he be breaking down his game if he's not about to guard him?
that? If they're playing him,
So he just gonna be like, oh, okay. When he gets
Okay,
right
Byron.
here, he's about to hit a fadeaway 3 every single time.
You don't think that everybody
Yeah.
on the court would be like very interested in what
You
what
talking about after they watched him when he came back?
Hey, bro, I'm about to give
washed them?
Watched him. Made him switch his number in the middle of the series and everything.
So Shaq just skipped film study. That's what you're saying. He
I'm
just
not saying he skipped film, so you acting like he watched
No,
him
he acting
500,000
like
times.
it's football. Like Jordan
That's
was
what
on
I'm
just
saying.
because Jordan was a guard, like he wouldn't have watched. Bro, everybody on the court was
There's
watching.
5
Jordan.
people on the court.
They were
Byron.
setting up the defenses around Jordan.
So y'all are
Every
acting.
time Jordan comes to the lane,
how much
Shaq is
film study
crashing.
y'all were doing? How much film study since y'all got things? Do y'all think Shaq was doing on MJ?
A lot.
How much?
They played him.
How
in
much?
The, what-
Nope, don't just say a lot.
played
How
him
much?
in the conference
How much?
finals.
How much?
Hours.
So hours. First of all,
More than put it to you this way,
More-
Shaq has
more
watched
than-
more
yeah,
MJ
that's what
games
I'm
than you
saying.
have.
I don't think so.
Okay, and that's weird. That's a really weird thought to have. It's a really weird thought to have.
Y'all ain't even watched Larry Bird play.
You're right. You're right. I haven't watched any. The only games that I've watched of Larry Bird's, I don't think I've watched a full
I don't think you
Larry
watched a full
Bird
game
game other than the Lakers playing the Celtics in '85. That's the only time that I watched. Only time.
And I respect your honest opinion. And look, the reason why I'm so riled up right now because I've told myself this year that I'm done arguing with people who have not watched at least 25% of MJ games in the GOAT debate.
When did you start watching LeBron?
When I started watching,
Yeah.
I wasn't a big LeBron fan when he first came in the league. I think he came in the league in it's either 07 or 03. I can't remember.
It was he was
That's-
on
that's-
NBA Live
that's a big
04.
difference.
So
I know.
07.
I think he came in 03. It had to be 03.
no, I'm saying I think the draft was 04 that he came in.
Okay, so 04.
No, wait, hold on,
It was
because
03.
it was 03 because the first NBA Live went like they would go the second half of the season. So the
Yeah.
draft happened in 03. His first game was October, November of 03.
Yeah.
It was the 03-04 season.
I started paying attention to a whole bunch of LeBron stuff probably 07, 08. Right before 1 to 2 seasons before he made it big and was like about to take them to the finals.
07
My
is when he
only
took him to the
issue
finals.
with
07 is
your-
when he took him
with
to the
your
finals.
opinion on watching games, analyzing games goes back to your Laker fandom.
Oh,
When
Lord.
you said I've been a Laker fan, analyzing
I was a
games
Laker fan in 04.
02. You said 02 on
I realized
on
it
the
was the year they lost.
podcast. You were a
04.
fan in 01 and
No, it had to
02.
be 02. 02. That was the year they lost.
You were
to the
5
Pistons,
years
though.
old, Byron.
04.
Okay, 04. When they lost to the Pistons, that's when I became a fan. The year, that whole entire year. Went to a Laker game and all.
You were
was a
8 years
little
old. You was 8 years old.
I can't cheer for a team.
You was second grade.
People be out
You're
here.
not breaking down, analyzing game like that.
I didn't say I
Second
was breaking
grade.
down analyzing games. But I was rooting for a team consistently.
Basically, what you said, and you really didn't help your point in this. Basically, you said I rooted for the Lakers before I knew better, and then as soon as I knew better, I stopped.
Yeah.
And so that's a worse plug. Like you realize that's worse than just.
I
never
had to
rooting
move
for 'em
away
before.
to greener pastures.
And that's kind of my point, Byron. That's being a fair weather fan and
No.
just going wherever you want.
Bandwagon.
Yes, a bandwagon fan. That's even better.
Bandwagon fans are when you change because you think once everything going good, that's when you
Oh,
change.
so like when a player jumped from team to team,
Yeah.
now you that fan.
The Lakers
like
Lakers
LeBron
weren't
does?
good, and then LeBron got there, and then they got good. So what is that?
They weren't good. They didn't make the playoffs the first year Bron was
He
there.
got hurt, Byron. Okay, the second year they made the playoffs.
So you've been a Cleveland fan, a Heat fan, back to Cleveland, now to the Lakers.
Actually, I was Laker, Sun, Cleveland,
Bandwagon.
Miami, Cleveland, Laker.
Bandwagon.
Yeah, big bandwagon.
How
And
about bandwagon?
I've
Jumping from team to
always had favorite players in the NBA that are not Lakers. Like
Your favorite player was on the same team the whole time.
No. Listen, bro.
If Kobe would have went to the Clippers, you would have been a Clipper.
No,
fan.
I wouldn't. No, just listen.
You lying. You are not telling the truth.
I was a
right
Shaq and Kobe fan initially because they were on.
Then you had to choose a side. Who you gonna be with, Shaq or Kobe? Because they were beefing.
Can you just let me finish?
They were beefing.
Can you let me finish?
Go ahead, man.
So I was a Laker fan because Shaq and Kobe were on the team. When Shaq left, I was still a Laker fan. When Kobe left, I was still a Laker fan. I have been a Laker fan through and through. When you choose your first team, you can have whatever reason that you... I became a Cowboy fan because my brother is a Cowboy fan. I can choose whatever team, but when you choose them, you stick with them unless you have some significant reason that you have to move off.
And now, Damani, I will say this. I had never heard you talk about the Lakers until Bron got there.
That's literally just not true. That's literally just not true. Hey, Colton, have you heard me talk about the Lakers? See, bro? Yeah, thank you.
I ain't never heard you talk about
Colton ain't agree with me one time this whole day, and he'll even back that up. The fact that that's not.
I never heard you talk about the Lakers. Man.
Okay.
All right, bro. Now, one more. First off, if anybody knows Byron doesn't talk about NFL football at all.
Sure don't.
He doesn't watch it. Soon as the Super Bowl comes on, Tampa Bay starts winning. My bad. Tampa Bay starts winning. I see Byron send out a tweet. Man, it's been a long time coming. Tampa Bay Bucks. Bandwagon. That's all I got to say, man. Bandwagon.
So wait. This is just a crazy scenario because I think ahead. Chose the Bucks, I think in 2017 or 2018.
No, 2018 or 2019.
Okay, 2018. I was like, this team is not good right now. But with all sports, everything works in cycles, in which teams that aren't good are going to become good. I didn't have an NFL team, so I'm like, I'm going to choose a bad team now. So during my 20s, 30s, I can actually cheer for a good team. Who would have known Tampa Bay would have become good?
Now, I'll tell you this, Chase. He did do that. I asked you at the beginning of this season, at the beginning of this year, what the name of the coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was.
Because I don't keep up with the
and
NFL.
You couldn't get it. So, I mean, it just...
But
you
that
shouldn't
was
have
the
sent out
team
the
I was
tweet,
rooting
bro.
for.
If you want to silently be like, oh, that's my team, that's fine.
No.
But the minute you start tweeting stuff, I got an issue with it. If you can't name the coach, no. I'm sorry. That's not how that works.
I can't do that,
That's not how that works. There are a whole bunch of people that... But if you've been in for 20 years, you got Raiders jerseys at the crib, and you're a Raider fan, that's cool. That's cool. I don't care if you can name the coach. If you just pick the team and you want to tweet about them, I need you to be able to name the coach.
Nope.
That's me.
Nope. I don't got to do that.
All right, bro.
I knew some of the players.
Like Tom Brady? You knew him?
I knew Tom Brady. I knew Gronk.
Look at you.
I knew Mike
Tom
Evans.
Brady. Look at you knowing
I knew
Tom
Godwin.
Brady.
I knew the whole team, bro.
I'm proud of you, bro. Not too many people know that.
What about the other ones?
Not too many.
What about the
people
other
know
ones
that
I named them?
Not too many people know Gronkowski.
I knew Devin White.
Oh, look at you. Are you gonna name anybody that hasn't either won 7 Super Bowls, just been the best tight end in the NFL for a while, been a first round pick? Do you have any names that like aren't? One of your teammates plays for the Bucs, and you didn't even name him.
Name the 2 corners.
Who's your teammate that plays for the Buccaneers? Who's your teammate that plays for the Buccaneers?
Why are you getting mad?
Just tell me which teammate plays for the Buccaneers, and if you can do it, I'll end the show. Which of your teammates plays for the Buccaneers?
What's his name? He graduated in.
Oh my! All right, we're done.
I forgot names.
We're done.
Bro.
We're done.
It's not Jay. It started with Jay.
Anyway, shout out to Led. Shout out to Jeremiah.
I was thinking Jeremiah. That don't sound
Anyways.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
We have been talking for way too long.
They don't never call him Jeremiah.
Though I can't stand either of you. I appreciate y'all for being on.
These the biggest haters we know.
Featureless, man. I feel like this turned out somewhat okay. Byron, you want to close?
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate them for being here. That's it for the Trying to Be Gone podcast.
Show Thief is playing us out right now. Go stream that new album. Go look at the video. I already told y'all what it is. You should have heard about it already. We out.
When that pressure get applied, is you gon' pass or you gon' shoot? I stood tall. When you make it through the struggle and the pain, do you get your umbrella off the chance that it might rain? I stood tall. Ooh, I stood tall. Ooh, I stood tall. Ooh, you could try to count me out between whoever hold me down. When I see my people going through it, I put the blame on me. And I see my homie lose his mind, but I gave him his first taste of lean. I ain't gon' lie, that really hurt me, but I had to close the curtains. And one thing I learned on Lion King is everybody gotta eat. Never tell a party, let me get a whole piece. And nah, little homie, can't get that from me. You play football, you got a bright future, you supposed to see you on the TV. And I said that's true, and I'm gon' do it, but I really gotta make something happen. And I probably could've asked my family for something, but instead I started hitting licks with daddy. Ain't gon' lie, that turned me to a savage. Really living life like a bandit. And then Murph told me, keep your head on, man, don't do nothing reckless. But now I'm older now, I'm a grown man. Go to church every Sunday, I'm a praying man. You ain't gonna never see me fall, I'm always standing. One thing I do is stick to the plan. When you make it through the struggle,